What is going on, guys? I am the FD Guru, bringing to you guys a Tuesday MLB edition of my DFS podcast. We have 13 games on tonight's main slate. There's no weather issues, and we're going to see a lot of trade deadline deals with, over the next couple of hours. We've already seen, one of the biggest trades, if not the biggest trade ever, with Juan Soto and Josh Bell going to the Padres for that, massive haul of prospects. So, interested to see what develops and unravels throughout the day up until that 6 p.m. Trade deadline. We also have Jacob deGrom coming back tonight. I'll talk about that a little bit in this video. Very intriguing there. And there's some good spots elsewhere that we will talk about in this video. Like this video, make sure you're subscribed. Let's get after it. We had a strong night last night. The Vegas betting group did really well. We went 3 wins, 1 push on our 4 picks. There's still room in that. Just DM me on Twitter. FanDuel hybrid and cash lineups did well. Yahoo did well. So let's continue it into tonight. Like I was saying, looking for a nice, strong, successful August here. So getting into the pitchers, you got Corbin Burnes, you got Jacob deGrom. I'll talk about them in a second, but Spencer Strider seems to be the best value on tonight's slate. So like last night with Mike Clevinger at 8,500, it's just that any, good pitcher below 9,000 is such good value. Strider, 8,300 doesn't really make sense here. He's at home. Yes, the Phillies are pretty good, but, they don't have Bryce Harper in the lineup. Schwarber is like their biggest offensive weapon, and he strikes out a bunch, which is good for Strider. Hoskins, Castellanos, they haven't been that great. I'm not afraid. He's a huge favorite in this game. 2.91 ERA, the price just doesn't make sense here. You can really spend up on bats with a guy at 8,300 for your pitcher. He had a bad start 2 starts ago against the Nationals. It was very uncharacteristic, but he's a massive strikeout kind of guy. If you look at his game log, he's a stud. He can get in the 50s when he's going right. He gets into the 40s a bunch lately. So this play just makes sense. Best value at pitcher. You got Corbin Burnes. He's 11,300. I can't really argue this price. He's got a premier matchup against the Pittsburgh Pirates. He should be able to, really mow them down. It's just a matter of fact is if you can find, cheap enough bats to spend this kind of money at pitcher. He's not a bad play, but I don't know if it's as good a value as Strider. I mean, he's $3,000 more. We saw last night, it was the same deal. You had Max Scherzer at the same price, and then you had Mike Clevinger at the Strider price. And, Clevinger ended up being the higher percentage owned guy in cash games, and he ended up outscoring Scherzer. So, you never know with pitchers. So it ended up working out that the $8,300 guy was better last night. It might be like that again tonight. We'll have to see. But Jacob deGrom, it's just a bit of a question mark here tonight. His price is so expensive for him potentially being on an innings limit coming back. He only threw 67 pitches in his most recent, rehab start. So I don't think they're just going to run him out there and say, pitch 90 to 100 pitches. It doesn't really seem like it's going to pan out that way. But it's deGrom. He's facing this Nationals team that now are without Soto and Josh Bell. So, they're just a glorified AAA team. If deGrom is limited to 65 to 80 pitches, he could still do some absolute damage. I don't know what I'm going to do yet with this. His price is just so high. I don't know. I hope we get maybe confirmed word later that he does have a pitch limit. But right now it seems to be up in the air. It seems like a little bit of a risk. But even on an innings limit, he could do some damage against the Nationals. For the infield, I love the Brewers tonight. They are massive favorites here, not only because Corbin Burnes is on the mound, but because they're facing a bad Pirates pitcher in Bryce Wilson, a 6.31 ERA, 1-6 record. Colton Wong, The Red Sox series really got him going. He was actually going in the Twins series before that. If you look at his game log, he's been killing it. He's on a 6-game hitting streak. He has 4 straight doubles. So this guy's been batting 5th for the Brewers. He's probably going to be batting 5th again tonight with that lefty-righty matchup against Wilson. $2,900, a nice cheap price on Kolten Wong. The Brewers are they're a team I am targeting to stack tonight. They should be able to put up some runs against the Pirates, and they're all pretty affordable. Second infield play, we're going to stay pretty cheap here just because I want you guys to have the choice if you want to pick DeGrom or Corbin Burnes. Carlos Correa, the Twins, Vegas loves the Twins. It's a 9 over/under. They're at home. They're almost minus 200 favorites. So they should be able to they're projected to put up 5 or 6 runs here tonight. Correa at 3,000 is cheap. He's not having a normal Correa kind of year in his first year with the Twins. But he's still a superstar shortstop. This is a good matchup for him. The Twins should be able to put up runs. 3,000 is a good price on Correa. A nice middle tier play at shortstop. For the outfield, we're going to go back to the Brewers. It's not who I clicked on. For the same reasons as Kolten Wong, we're going with Christian Yelich. He is starting to get, he's been hot, but now, if he has another good game or two, he will be steaming hot. Look at his game log here. He's got hits since July 17th. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 game hitting streak. He destroyed the Red Sox at Fenway. He's a guy who can really do everything. His power numbers are a little bit down, but that's okay. He's been drawing walks. He can steal bases. He leads off. He's gotten 5 at-bats in the last 2 games. I expect him to have a good chance of getting 5 at-bats tonight. 3,400, just not a high enough price on Yelich. He's a 5-tool player. Really, really good spot for him, and that brings me into my prize picks play. My prize picks plays have been doing really good in these videos. I'm on I think since I started doing it, they've cashed in. We had Alonso last night. Christian Yelich, I like his over 8.5 fantasy score. Just, for the reasons I just mentioned, he can do it all. He's got the chance to homer, but outside of that, he's been a double machine. He can steal bases. He's going to score, and he's going to get probably 5 at-bats, if not 4 at the worst tonight. So I like this over 8.5 fantasy score on prize picks. And then my last play in the outfield, Brandon Nimmo. He was in yesterday's video. The Mets absolutely smashed. We had Alonso, we had Lindor. They both homered. Nimmo, 4 for 5, 4-hit game, 18 fantasy points. He's also on a nice hitting streak, 5-game hitting streak. They should be able to, really put up runs again here against the Nationals. Expect Nimmo to lead off and do some damage along with the rest of the Mets in this lineup. That'll sum up today's video, guys. Thank you for tuning in. Like the video. Make sure to subscribe. Let's get after it once again here tonight and cash in. Until next time, I am the FD Guru, and I am signing off. See ya.